Okay, so now we're on 1966. Note that June the 17th is missing, so there are 50 copies. There should be 51. I think there were 53 in the previous year. So here we go. Okay, The Who. That's a great picture, isn't it? I love that. Beatles in New York, Beach Boys, Roy Orbison, The Loving Spoonful, Four Tops, Cliff Bennett, Ken Dodd, More Than Love. Manfred Mann, Just Like a Woman, I like that as well. Lennon Sensation, Elvis Pop World, Oldham Speaks Out, Dylan on the Spot, Tina Turner, Kinks, Alan Price, Beatles, two back pages, Berry, Dusty, Daddy Pop cartoon. Sorry, I missed out for that. Chris Farlow, Georgie Fame, Alan Price, Beatles in Danger? Question mark. The Trogs, Bravos, Chris Montez, Dylan's, Ryan, the Ryans, Paul and Barry Ryan, and the Rolling Stones. That's classic poster, isn't it? I Can Tina Turner, the Yardbirds, Peter J and the New J and the New Jaywalkers, Kingston Rhythm Orchestra, Ike Etz, and missed loads of that. Oh, that's fantastic. That's obviously a back page, isn't it? The Who. Thank you from The Who. Number one, Radio Caroline. Number one, Radio England, Radio Scotland, Radio City, Radio 270. Page one records. First match released, The Trogs, I Can't Control Myself. Scott Walker, Bags of Stones picks. Bobby Hebb, Stone Secrets. Selena Jones, the sound. Frank Sinatra adverts. The Small Faces, Ian, the Supremes, Dave D. The Walker Brothers, Dave D, Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Tits, the Trogs, the Walker Brothers, a Big Ballad of the Year, Another Tear Falls. Demas Appleby, Dave Garrick. What a hairstyle. I remember having me hair like that when I was about 10. Beach Boys Shock. Small Faces, Plonk Lane. Cliff Bennett. Oh, Paul Speaks Out. Beatles LP Secrets, Tom Jones there, the Rolling Stones, Cliff Talks, Gene Pitney on Romance, Visit to the Mamas and Papas, Jimmy Powell, I Can't Go Down. She'll be disappointed then, won't she? The Walkers News, Lifelines of the Yardbirds, Tom Jones, Ken Dodd, Dusty Springfield, the Merseys, Paul and Barry Ryan, Trog's Surprise, Mark Winter, Oscar Club. Oh, The Who. I missed that. The biggest picture of all. That's a great one of Billy Fury. The Trogs Are Furious, apparently. Beatles LP. Paul McCartney's Shocking Dreams. We don't want to know, do we? Elvis Storm, Lennon's Dreams. There's a lot about dreams, isn't there, lately? Chris Farlow, Jim Brown, Twice as Much. Jagger Phones from America. The Bystanders. Number one in French charts for 14 weeks. Claude Francois, In My Memory. He's the one who wrote the melody to My Way, wasn't he? Ringo Starr's Dreams, The Trogs, I Can Tina Turner, Walker Brothers, The Hollies, Bravo, Walker Brothers, Baby, You Don't Have to Tell Me, Wheels Sing in the Sunshine, Mums and Papas, Split, Georgie Fame, Dave D, Sledge, King's number one surprise, Chris Farlow, Neil Christian, Oops, Baby You've Got It, The Action, Beatles in Hamburg, 100-star ratings. The Beatles, yeah, great. The Who on a new label, I like that picture. Substitute, I love that song, not heard it for years. The Kinks, now I do like that poster. It's a pity that one is stained, but it's a lovely picture, isn't it? PJ Proby, Pitney Clash, Elvis, the Hollies, Petula Clark, Fortunes, Conway. The Kinks' new tag, The Bachelors, Eden Kane, Gary Walker, Them, Calling My Name, Jimmy Wilson, See That Girl. Uh, John Lennon Talks, The Beach Boys, Gary Walker, The Bachelors, Eden Kane, Them, Roy Orbison, the Lulu, the Walker Brothers, and the Marionettes. Beach Boys. The Stones talk about Beatles, Yardbirds, Walkers, The Bachelor's Shadows, Roy Orbison, Eddie Arnold. Who's that main picture? I can't quite recognise it. Who is it? Christian St. Peters. Yeah, Aftermath released it. Oh, it's an advert for a Stones record, isn't it? Aftermath released today. The new Rolling Stones EP. Scott Answers Back. Alan Price, Roy Orbison, Barbara Streisand. That's a great picture of her, isn't it? I like it. The Greenberries. Alan Price, Roy Orbison, Christian St. Peters. The Stones Capture Paris. Great one of Lulu. And so many names to mention there. Elvis. Top package of stars. The charts in films. Polydor's first LP release of Atlantic. Oh. Filming Sonny and Cher, Beach Boys, Seekers, Paul Jones, Blast Disc, Eddie Arnold. Oh God, sorry. It makes me laugh looking at Elvis when he's dressed up like that. Jane Asher, Paul McCartney and John Lennon there. The Stones, next LP. The Who, the Yardbirds, in Paris, the Kinks, Cher. Paint It Black. I love that single. The Rolling Stones played it to death. The Merseys, Make Girls Cry. Keith Richards, New Mansion. Dave D, Dozy Beaky, Making Rich. Trogs. Monday, Mams and Papas. That's obviously a back page. That's a fantastic picture, isn't it, as well? Love it, love it, love it. These would look fantastic framed. Shirley Bassey, first sensational single for you. Don't Take the Lovers from the World. Stoned by Mick and Keith. Jim Reeves, Phil, Mabs and Papas, Trogs, number 10. Royce Speaks, Mark Winters. Out today, great double event. Hey Girl. The Small Faces. Love the Small Faces. I love Paul shows. Elvis, Major Landmark, Nancy Sinatra. Beatles, Ringo Speaks. Loving Spoonful. Small Faces, Christian St. Peter's, Mamas and Papas, Percy Sledge, Gary Walker, Rolling Stones, Frank Sinatra, Chris Farlow, Beatles, George Wright, Herb Albert, Gary Walker, Sinatra, Chris Farlow, David Bowie. This seems quite early to see David Bowie, doesn't it? Oh, David Bowie, yeah. Double Attraction, the Twins Be Not Friends Anymore. The Beatles, of course, that Spencer Davis Group, the Rolling Stones there. Gene Pitney, Ken Dodd, can't recognise the faces, Spencer Davis, Cliff, Spence Herman, Cliff, still the Black Overlanders, Eric Burden there, Tom Jones, and Mindbenders, the St. Louis Union Girl. Oh, Shea Stadium! Shea Stadium! That's got to be worth a bob, isn't it? Come on. Beatles, Burden Speaks Out, Small Faces, Eddie Arnold, Sonny and Cher, Little by Little, Fans Slate Crispian. 19th Nervous Breakdown, the Rolling Stones played that to death as well. As Tears Go By, I played that to death. Little by Dusty Springfield, fantastic song. PJ Proby Tour Dates, Gary Walker, Roger Miller, Cleo Lane, Four Seasons. Fantastic picture there of Billy Fury, Stone Secrets, Nancy Sinatra, Dylan Crispin, Walker, Sandy Shaw, Mindbender, Steve Winwood. Happy Jack, what's that? Oh, wow. I like that. It's a shame it's got foxing on the page, isn't it? Quite bad foxing. But otherwise a fantastic picture. You could photocopy it and clear the foxing out. Two hits from Snowflake by Gary Cunningham, Larry Cunningham, Somebody, Dave Brooke, Visit the Tamla. The style looks different here, doesn't it? Orbison, Lennon, Burden. Oh, another one that's badly foxed. Shame because it's got. I loved it at the time, Petula Clark, when I was just a kid. Beatles, Paul and Ringo. Dave Clark 5's greatest hits. Glad All Over. 14 world million sellers. I like it like that over and over. The Beatles, Starry Christmas Fun. Coming on Strong, Brenda Lee. Quite different, isn't it? Well, they're getting quite adventurous with the artwork now, aren't they? Donovan, My New Self, The Beatles, Goonery, Faces, Elvis, Spencer Davis, The Kinks. Love that. It's a shame that the page has been folded, but I still love it. Dead End Street, Beach Boys, Crazy Night, Tom Jones, Trog Scoop, Brenda Lee. Holly's latest LP, Stevie Winwood. Pardon me. The Shadows. Beach Boys sensation. Ken Dodd, It's Love. The Dreams I Dream. Jim Reeves, Bobby Darin. Paul Anka, like it. Beach Boys in Europe. Mick Jagger on Farlow. Elvis, Burden, Herman. The Beatles back. pictures. Fortunes, is it really worth your while? That's a nice image. The Beach Boys, Lulu, David Jonathan, Sounds Incorporated. Beach Boys are making vibrations. The New Generation Revolution. Dave Clark 5, 19 days. Interesting picture, that. Lennon in Spain. Holly's Hit Out, Supremes Act. Who Sensation, Sonny and Cher, Vaudeville Band, Sandpipers, The Lost Bravos. Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass, Flamingo. Extra Extra, The Monkees is here. Last Train to Clarksville, that's a great one, isn't it? John Walker slams Scott. Pages of Holly show pics. The Who, I'm a Boy. Oh, hold on, we've gone round in circles now, haven't we? Yeah, that was the first one, wasn't it? Okay, so that was 19.